boy Big T don't miss.
Bang, 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 boy, shit break. On the hard thing, out of Alabama, you can add niggas, say
Yo, I done met a lot of niggas in my lifetime. You can't keep it real with everybody, my nigga. Everybody ain't solid, everybody ain't 100. For real. Stick to your motherfucking self. These niggas ain't what they say they is. Know that?
Yeah, I do this shit for my brothers and everybody that done died for us. Niggas saying they gon' ride, when the time came, they ain't ride for us. Hitting licks on some hot shit with the same click, you a 5 buzz. Niggas switched up like a bitch till they'll die for you, but they lied to us. Make room for the real, all that other shit ain't got time for it. Mama still paying bills, till I get a meal, I'ma grind for it. Record labels all fake and gay, I won't sell my soul, I won't sign for it. Really cut from a different cloth, and new niggas only piss me off. Come around like they really down, but they only rhyme cause they mooching off you. Niggas pussy beat the coochie off them. Listen up when the truth is talking. Real niggas got morals, and the lame niggas don't hate. Rob, who take what? Bitch, I'm riding around with that cake. Riding around with that long K. Fuck a Draco, yeah, it's wartime. We ain't doing no drive-bys. If you try mine, we knocking doors down. I ain't saying I'm the biggest nothing, but if we got a problem, I'ma handle that. Loud talk gon' get crunny smacked. Turn this fat ass to a punching bag. Niggas saying it's on go when they see a nigga. Well, bitch, I'm a lunching pad. Hot shit for you fuck niggas. All love for the real niggas. Even if a nigga went blind and got paralyzed, I wouldn't feel niggas. See the pain in my city eyes that they traumatized and they still getting it. Forever smoke on Mac bands. Long live smoking bean. But most of all, the one that hurt the most, goddamn nigga to the king. Wake me up, I know it's all a dream, but this real life and I'm stating facts. If I said it, nigga, then I meant it, nigga. If it's out my mouth, I won't take it back. Rap niggas know what's going on. I'm the hottest shit since Tupac. I meant Tupac and I'm too hot. Nigga, you not, I'm a fuse box. Yeah, nigga, I control shit. Y'all ain't better than my old shit. Tell them folks on no shit, on oh shit, this bullshit. I done kept it too real, but never got it in return. It's fucked up how we live. Well, I guess it's what I gotta learn. And they ain't saying that I'm perfect, cause everybody got flaws. And they say the real in the graveyard or they locked up behind walls. Your closest homie can be your biggest hater and I ain't trusting shit, not at all. They laugh at you when you fall, get mad at you when you ball. They come around like they really down, but them niggas sour cut them off. Stand alone on your own team, be a grown man, that's a boss. I'm only here to get it real. If I ain't done it, I ain't speaking on it. Wake 'em up cause it's real. You can't learn shit cause you sleeping on me. Own homie tried to steal from me. The same one that said he killed for me. I never trust another soul going down that road, I be that kill something. Taking food out my kids' mouth will be the quickest way I catch a bid for something. Understand you gotta live for something, or you gon' die trying to live for nothing. Every dollar ain't meant to be chased, my nigga. Be patient, it's really coming. You don't work, you don't eat. I'm grinding hard, losing sleep. I'm taking drugs to take the pain away, but somehow the shit getting weak. And the fact that niggas so quick to try you in these streets and thinking shit sweet. Niggas fags, they gon' fleet. In the meantime, I found my own grind, I got my own shine, and I spend my money on my own time. Bitch, I done kept it too real, but never got it in return. It's fucked up how we live, well I guess it's what I gotta learn. And they ain't saying that I'm perfect, cause everybody got flaws. And they say the real in the graveyard or they locked up behind walls. Your closest homie can be your biggest hater, and they ain't trusting shit, not at all. They laugh at you when you fall, get mad at you when you ball. They come around like they really down, but them niggas sour cut them off. Stand alone on your own team, be a grown man, that's a boss.
Slack business in the building, huh? Yeah, Thugger coming home, man. It's like, I need everybody in the building to smash that like button. Like that. Hit squad. What they talking about, man? Yeah. Man, what it do? It's your boy Hitter, and without further ado, this is Hit Squad TV live in Birmingham, Alabama. Tapping in with the squad, man. What we talking about today? We talking about slap business. And salute to my dog, Bo. Bo the Kid. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Too real. Yeah. That's my dog, Bo. Salute to him, man. But we finna hop right into it, fam. Yes, indeed. Hit that like button, gang. Let me get this right for us.
Make a plea and just how today ended up going and transpiring.
Well, this was excruciating because hopefully, in our collective opinion, Jeffrey would have been found not guilty of everything. So this is very painful. But that's another 3 months or so in custody. And he wants to go home to his family. And negotiations totally broke down with the district attorney's office. Horribly broke down. And at that point, we believed that justice would be found with the honorable court. And Jeffrey just wanted to go home. How agonizing it is to know that we've spent a year trying a case where the prosecutors have put on lies, knowing lies, hiding evidence, is insane in 2024 in the United States of America. And the only reason that this got revealed is because of you people.
It was a witch hunt.
People brought the truth to the community because nobody knows this. This is not the only courtroom it's happening in, and I just want to thank all of you. I especially want to thank Jeffrey for letting me represent him. I think he's a wonderful person who does wonderful things and will continue to do things even greater. I cannot express to you how Shaquille Kokomo, how Trisha Renard, how Haley, how my wife Colette, how Bram, how countless people, but especially Miss Courtney Edwards, has worked without sleep for 3 years representing Jeffrey and helping him. I will never be able to stand with anyone more ethical, honest, hardworking, insightful, intelligent, and kind than the Honorable Keith Adams. The gentleman to my left is the best lawyer in the country.
Keith Adams and Brian Steele, y'all, for the bucks that Thugger was putting down, they the best you gonna get. Salute the YSL Steele. Hell yeah, let's go.
Do you think prosecutors negotiated in good faith at all during any of these negotiations?
Why don't you let me take this one? Let me answer that. The short answer is no. This is a case that possibly could have been resolved if folks were reasonable. But we did not believe that we could enter into good faith negotiations with people who wanted a case resolved in a manner simply to save face. And Jeffrey Williams was not going to say things that they wrote for him, that they wanted him to say, that was their theory when it wasn't true. And so, good faith, no. I don't believe we were ever really negotiating in good faith. And you've been here the past year that this case has been on trial. You've seen the numerous motions for mistrial. You've seen the behavior of the state. You've seen the dishonesty. You've seen everything being hidden. You've seen things come out in court, in front of you. And so you know what kind of prosecution we were dealing with, and that's okay. You know, Mr. Steele and I have fought through this the past 2.5 years. And as he said, we ultimately decided we were going to put our faith in the court as opposed to the folks on the other side of the aisle.
Still say we're going to fight till every last breath was out of his body. He said that 2 years ago, man. Shout out to him and Keith, man. Hell of a job.
And, you know, the best thing out of all of this is that Jeffrey Williams, in a very short period of time, will be home. And that's all we've wanted from May 9th, when they went and picked him up and have held him in jail without a bond for the past 2.5 years. He'll be home shortly.
Keith and Brian, this either one of you can answer. So I have 2 questions for you. First off, you go into a blind, really, you don't know, right? There's no nothing for sure. What was your emotions like when you guys went into that? I would imagine the conversation, you kind of take us into the room before you went out into court with the conversations going back and forth. Obviously, I know there's attorney-client privilege, but it's a big decision.
Well, I didn't want to give up the jury trial, but that was a decision made, and once that decision was made, we were just thankful that there are people like the Honorable Judge Whitaker who understands what a trial is like and what it should be like. And I cannot thank the Honorable Court for being here and coming in. She is not our first judge, but she's the first time we received justice.
Mr. Adams, this is your second high-profile RICO case here in Fulton County. Do you think that maybe the prosecutor's office is abusing that statute? And what are your opinions of RICO generally?
I have, for the 30-some-odd years that I've practiced law, always believed that if you, as a prosecutor, think that someone has committed a crime, you charge them with the crime, you put it in front of a jury, and then you do it fairly and let the chips fall where they may. The courtroom is not the place to get adventurous, to get inventive, to think, well, we don't have evidence on him for any of these incidents, but maybe, if just maybe, we tie him up in a RICO and put him with people who may have committed crimes, we can get him that way. That's an abuse.
Freestyling, absolute freestyling. Hell, the people that was guilty of the crimes, they was the ones on the stand testifying, you know? So let's keep going.
And so, yes, for some strange reason, the Fulton County DA's office seems to be in love with RICO. And my honest opinion is that they're in love with it because it makes it easier for them to try and convict people that they otherwise could not convict. And that's what was happening here. We're fighting a mountain, reams of evidence, most of which didn't have anything to do with us. And so, is it an abuse? I think it is. There are better ways to, and I used to be a prosecutor, right? And I can tell you that there are better ways to prosecute cases than the way this case was prosecuted.
You guys obviously rejected initially what the state was going to offer. Is there some details you can give us? Because it sounds like from what you guys decided in court, I mean, it's still pretty stringent. There's a lot of different details, but what was the state asking for that you guys rejected?
I'm not going to get into plea negotiations because they are privileged under statute, but it was outrageous. They would let him out of custody, but they would have a tether around him so tight that is unconscionable.
And he had to admit that YSL is a gang, and he is the leader. This is a gang, and I'm in it. Shout out to Ice Cube. Yeah. These folk crazy here, man.
How are y'all feeling about what the sentencing is, especially with not being able to be in Metro Atlanta except for specific parameters, and how is Mr. Williams feeling about that decision?
You know, we're okay with the sentence. There comes a time in any case, if a person is sentenced, that we're out of the courtroom, and now what happens to that person is entirely up to them. Jeffrey Williams is a fantastically talented man. He is a great person. He's become a great friend over the course of the last couple of years. And he has the ability, the incentive to go forth and do everything he needs to do to put this behind him. And we're confident that he will. One of the questions you asked a little earlier was, what was that feeling like, stepping into a courtroom to do what's called a blind plea, not knowing what's going to happen? You know, it's a scary feeling for all involved. There's probably no feeling quite like that other than sitting in a courtroom waiting for a jury to come out and tell you what your fate is. But we walked in there knowing that we were in front of a fair tribunal and being comfortable that the right thing was going to happen.
Yeah, that blind plea is crazy. When I heard he was about to do it, I was just like, what the hell is going on? But evidently, you know what I'm saying, somebody had it on good word that the judge was going to rule in his favor, you know. And one of the things that she said was the fact that, hell, the state was finna give him probation and let him walk free in the streets. He can't be that big of a monster. See what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to get into that too. State sloppy as hell, man. Stay stepping over themselves.
And the right thing did.
do you think about your client just serving as a role model? Obviously, as part of the agreement, he's going to be participating in the community, doing events, things like that. Obviously, he has a huge reach for what he does for a living.
I've known Jeffrey Williams. I've defended him for over a decade. I have been with him where we go to young children, children in need, children who are going down the wrong way. And he tells exactly what he's going to continue to say. He tells everybody, this is not a good life. We have to stop the generational disaster that is plaguing the community. And although right now I'm successful, I'm a product, but every one of you can get out. And he always stresses education. Jeffrey Williams is a great person, a great role model, and he will do even better now, hopefully, if you allow him and his words to get out. As far as how Jeffrey's feeling now, he knows my feelings, which I'm not going to reveal for attorney-client privilege, but this is not the same as the not guilty verdict. That should have been rang. But nobody here wakes up every day on a concrete floor that they're calling his bed.
Facts.
Gets up at 4:15, gets shackled at his feet, his waist, and his hands, comes to the Fulton County Courthouse to be on concrete, eating out of a bag. Doritos is his meal of choice. And then coming to a courtroom and sit there with a leg chain on him every single day and hear lie after lie. So for Jeffrey, go home today and not have another 90 days or 120 days of it, he is very happy, thankful to the Honorable Court. So to answer your question, this was not what I wanted. I don't believe that it is just, but I believe that under these circumstances, it is justice for Jeffrey Williams, and he is delighted, as are we, and thankful.
Can I ask you, you were standing right next to him as he was addressing the judge. What seemed like a very sincere apology to her, or apology to the court and what happened, what has gone on. How did you feel standing next to him, knowing him for the last decade as an attorney for him, about what he was saying and what he was telling the judge?
Jeffrey Williams is being truthful. That is his heartfelt feelings. He feels so bad for the loss of life, and he feels bad that people are taking his music or his social postings and making it into violence. That is all promotion. That is not a symbol of go hurt somebody. So I hope I've answered your question.
Regardless of whatever, he finna be on a plane to California. Yeah, next thing smoking. Get out of Georgia, man. These folk got it in for you. And I'm talking about they got a hard on for Thug, fam. Man.
Correctly, but how I felt, I've heard that from Jeffrey over and over again.
You called out a lot of challenges in this trial based on the prosecution's points. Do you have any message to, the co-counsel that for now is still on trial, or what's left of this?
Oh my God, they are phenomenal lawyers, and I'm confident if you keep going, which I assume you will see some great lawyering. They don't need my help.
And the truth is, they've been there with us for the past 2.5 years. They're aware of what they're up against. They are totally capable of handling it. And I presume we'll step in from time to time because, in this fight in the past 2.5 years, we've been together. So we needed something, they've been there to assist. And if they need something, we're happy to step right back in and assist. But they're great lawyers. Max Shard, Doug Weinstein, those gentlemen are in great hands.
Shout out to Shard. Shard, he probably the sharpest knife in the drawer outside of these two cats. And yeah, I mean, is taking a plea deal, does that make Thug a snitch? Yeah, he's snitching on himself. You know what I'm saying? He pled nolo contendere to the whole YSL being a gang, and we're gonna get into it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he happy as hell to be home. For real.
They'll be fine.
I will say this, I think it is wrong, and it needs to be fixed, that an innocent man is arrested on May 9th of 2022, is denied bond, and has to plead guilty and nolo to get freedom. after 2.5 years in custody. That should not happen. Nobody should be on trial. Juries, think about what they're going through. Nobody should be on trial like this. And if Mr. Williams didn't have the resources, this never happens well for anybody. So I think it's an abuse to answer the AJC's question. I think it's an abuse of the statute of RICO to do this to people.
Is it fair to say you don't believe justice was served today?
I believe that Mr. Williams is home, and I'm delighted. Justice would have been served on May 8th of 2022 if the grand jury no-billed his indictment. That would have been just. And it's wrong to be under investigation. He's been under investigation for 15 years. 15 years by task force of federal government and local government. Think about that. Think about your children doing that. And that's okay. If it's okay with you all, then we should really start moving to another country. I want to thank everybody so much for everything you do. I cannot thank you all, because without you guys, this just keeps rolling in injustice. It's got to end. The criminal justice system, the presumption of innocence, the Brady rules, the ethical rules, they have to survive. Otherwise, we all are victims of this. Anyone can sit in that seat next to Keith Adams. Thank you all so much.
And no one sees it unless you guys do what you do. But I tell you what, there is a whole world of people out there who have watched this trial over the course of the past 2.5 years. The past year that we've actually been in the courtroom trying the case, who are much more educated to how things work, and unfortunately, sometimes how things don't work. Thank you guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Right.
Salute, Sky Alex. All right, gang. So what y'all think about this, man? What y'all think about this? So, shout out to Eve in the building, man. Eve said, do you think he'll be able to walk down them 15 years? Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. He got the resources to do it. See, the trap is us being, impoverished and getting these deals cut, and we got to do something stupid because ends not meeting. Well, the whole play, and this is why nobody never said nothing publicly about Gunna, is because Gunna he had the hottest album in the country last year. Damn near one of them. And his CEO is sitting right at Wright Street. Man. So while he fighting, his resources is coming in, man. So everybody don't have this opportunity, this privilege. Everybody not outfitted with this type of liquid assets and money. You know what I'm saying? He'll be able to walk it down. I honestly believe he finna go and hop on a flight to I would go to California and just stay there. You know what I'm saying? Get reacclimated, settled in. He will be able to be around Ghana for business purposes. You know what I'm saying? But all these other cats, it's over with. At least for 15 years. Yeah. It's over with. And salute to Ramona. You know what I'm saying? Ramona say he guilty. Yeah, but this is my thing. The state ain't prove it, and we all sat there and waited for him. Man, they fumbled. You know what I'm saying? But it's guilty, but the state made far too many mistakes. Trust and believe the state and the feds are gonna give him the boosted treatment, and we're gonna see. That's my whole thing. Is he guilty of a lot of this stuff? Maybe. But the way the state was playing was so dirty till it was obvious. It was obvious. They were super thirsty to get him. When nobody pushed the line on this issue, Fannie Willis waited till the 11th hour and called the dogs out, Called the dogs out. Had him pulled out his house, and y'all remember, I think it was May 2022, and he been right down there at Wright Street ever since. And I thought he was gonna walk into the door. I thought he was gonna walk into the door, fam. Honestly, but hell, just like Brian Steele said, bruh, you get tired of laying on that cot every day, and then you in the back of your head is floating around. I am a millionaire. If I went in this building, I could do whatever I wanted to do, you know. So, is the music all you guys think about? Now, I'm not really a big Thug fan, I probably know about 3 or 4 songs Thug made, man. I'm not really a big Thug fan. I ain't waiting for him to, drop nothing. But I will be listening for the first day out if he do one. You know what I'm saying? Real Lil T, what it do, man? Yeah. Yeah, the whole music industry is being purged as we see it. Buddy know that this is the way he was moving these last 15 years cannot happen. If you look at what some of the stuff that the prosecution was trying to bring against Thug, they had this man. You might as well call him Black Scarface the way they say he was moving. You know what I'm saying? Choppers and Yola all up in the house, and you know what I'm saying, getting lawyers for folks and sending shots at Lucci. You know what I'm saying? People were willing to crash out, throw their whole life away for Thugger. California is gangland. Hopefully they don't get caught up out there. Yeah, but when we say California, we talking about Calabasas. We ain't talking about, South Central LA or, Compton or Watts or even San Diego. We talking about, the hills, fam. So y'all know how it go down. It's gonna be a difference for real. Thug about to join Choir Boy, CBL. For real. For real. Hey, salute to you, Gutter. Yeah. But when this came down today on Law and Crime, and they were saying that he was gonna do a blind plea, you could tell that he was scared as hell. Him and Brian Steele went on the same page because Brian Steele wanted to fight. And that's exactly what Brian Steele did. Even though they made their plea. And he committed to being guilty. And he announced that he was guilty. Whole thing was Brian Steele still ran it back, gave them everything that they needed to hear. A lot of that stuff was lies. If Woody was such a demon on these streets, how you gonna give him immunity, fam? I'm just saying, how you gonna give him immunity? It was other people that they just let walk. All they had to say was YSL is a gang, and it damn near started to become political. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what turned a lot of people off, man. Yeah, money talk, BS walk. You know what I'm saying? So just know, for my Dolph people, if Gotti ever get caught in this position, you know that it's gonna be some of the same. It's gonna be some of the same ish. They got this trial over before they unseal the indictments on CMG. I think Memphis is about to take front and center after tomorrow. I don't know. We're gonna see. We definitely gonna see. Yeah, man. Black Barbie, what's up with you, man? Does he have the money to live in Calabasas? Yes, this a multi-Grammy winner. Yeah. CEO of Young Slime Life. D-boy got plaques. Yeah, they got plaques. So yeah, he got that bread. And like I said, Wanna signed the Thugger. He still signed the YSL. Wanna had everybody saying, fuck you mean? The whole 2023. I'm just saying. So he got that bread. On the other side of the spectrum, Superfly, what up with it, man? Old Thug fought the good fight, long as he could. Yeah, he did, man. Yeah, he did. I think he would have beat it. Just the just the compact size of what Brian Steele had brought to the table today during the plea. You could tell the D folk finna fight this thing tooth and nail. Tooth and nail. So he fought it as long as he could. TT Baby said he'll be happy to get out, but he got to be very careful. Yes, and who's to say that, he walk onto the tarmac tonight and, saying the federales ain't out there, giving them that old dirt treatment. It can happen. It can happen. Everybody is celebrating this. It's not a win, but it's freedom. It's a difference. It's not a win, but it's freedom. But, who's to say this man go walk onto the tarmac and don't get greeted by them boys and them windbreakers? It can happen. So we're going to be looking for that too. Definitely going to be looking for that. So, hey, y'all hit the like button if y'all ain't hit the like button yet, man. Rock out with your boy, man. Judge was fair about her sentence too. YSL page. Hey, man, listen. She gave the state every opportunity she could to get their stuff together. And they kept stumbling over themselves, fam. Allowing stuff to be exposed to the jurors that wasn't supposed to be exposed. Not doing what they're supposed to do paperwork-wise. And getting stuff taken out of certain statements. It just got to a point where she had to blow on the state herself. You ever been in school and you're taking a quiz and they ask you a question and you sitting up there like, and then your teacher start the word and you finish the word out. That's how she was treating them the whole while she was in there. Shout out to I forget her name. We so stuck on Glanville. We so stuck on Euro Glanville. I wonder where he at. Yeah, I wonder where old Glanville at. Yeah, I think he would have beat it too. Just based off the negligence that they were doing. And then Love and Hilson, they were going at each other on the low. Well, Simone, she wasn't really going at Love, but Love was, man, Love a piece of work, fam. Whitaker, yeah, my bad. Yeah. Security to dope patent pockets to keep this BS away. You got to. Now that's a stretch, Ramona. That's a stretch. Come on now. That's a stretch. Yeah. But salute to you. What's he gonna rap about though? Hey man, the boy ain't never rapped about nothing but partying, and he'll throw that gangster stuff in there, but it's gonna be interesting to see. It's definitely gonna be interesting to see. He was for sure gonna beat it, and he's still a winner. Sometimes it takes certain situations to make us better people. We hoping Jeffrey know better now in order to do better. I'm on that same type of time, fam. I'm on that same type of time. I had my son sit there and watch it with me because of the simple fact that these folks, are sitting here and they dictating your life. And that's a spot you never want to be in. You never want to be in that spot where you got to stand there and let these folks tell you how you going to come, how you going to go, if you going to go, So us as a whole, we just got to do better. So many black men in that courtroom, fam. And I'm looking at Stillwell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, got it. I'm like, them boys, they looking like, y'all remember what that movie was, South Central, when Lil J-Rock was stealing them car radios? J-Rock got hit in the back with that with them buckshots and had to go to the hospital. Yeah. They were looking like Lil J-Rock, little homeboy, when he left the hospital, man. They like, man, I want to plea out, but they know. They got bodies and face in life. So it's crazy. I think Woody's straight, man. I think Woody's straight. You know what I'm saying? And when it come to Thug is not finna have nothing to do with them folk, man. Still wanted that fight. He absolutely wanted that fight. He wanted to take it to the door. Then why he plea? Well, like I said, these folks, for one, let me say this. Hold on, y'all. Let me cough. First of all, we can't forget this has been an eyesore to the state of Georgia. To see the state fumble all over themselves, and it's almost like cleaning up the house for company come. Just being perfectly honest, I believe that the goal was to stop the kangaroo court before the election started. If that makes sense to anybody. You got all these boys in here. You got 15 dudes. You got 25 lawyers in here. And Lord have mercy. All the witnesses. They wanted this over with, man. This was an eyesore. It was the longest running trial in American history and Georgia history. Cost the state of Georgia so many dollars. You know, the woman that's running for DA against Fannie Willis, she said, if I'm elected, I'm stopping it. I'm putting a stop to it. You know what I'm saying? And lo and behold, up there in the DMV in Washington, D.C., you got Trump and Kamala Harris. And you know if Trump get elected, he's spinning that bin and coming to get his lick back. This go without question. This go without question. So, and I'm not talking politics, but you know that's what he gonna do. He was embarrassed. That woman made him come to Fulton County and take a mug shot. He gonna get his lick back, man. Just know that. Just know that. So, and then Thug was tired. He wanted to go home. You know what I'm saying? And when things got out of control, they started throwing around and making offers. They start throwing around deals and making offers. You know, and at one minute you feel like you're going to be stand up and walking to the door when they say, man, we'll just give you probation. All you got to do is say that this is a gang. Just say it's a gang. We'll give you probation. He turned it down, fam. Then you think about it. Damn, these folks just offered me probation for all this shit. Yeah. So then the negotiating began. We thinking everybody gonna take a plea except for Thug. Except for the big three. Yak got it. You know what I'm saying? SB and Thugger. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. They rap about it in the music all the time. That they do. That they absolutely do. Hitter they rap about it in the music. Yeah, they do. Absolutely. A lot of us nod our head to it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Shamel Drinks. I don't think Thugger had nothing to do with that. And I know he didn't put no trigger on Peanut, Donovan Thomas. So this was the big fish. This was the big fish that they let Woody come in there and just spin them all around the table, telling lies on top of lies on top of lies. Because he knew if he got in trouble for anything, all he had to do was go in there and say, yeah, Thug and them got a big play going down. Yeah, tonight at Club Crucial, you come up in there, they talking about they finna knock such and such head off. It never happened. It never happened, but they put him back out in the street. He just, you know, and that was his thing. And I believe that much. That he would tell them folk anything that they wanted to hear just to get back out them revolving doors. And he didn't think about the repercussions that came behind it. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, it's definitely not over. It's definitely not over. We finna watch this whole situation play out. Smoking gas, watching the big screen. Little Jimmy on South Central screaming out, Hoover Deuce. Yeah. He got your son still in car radios. Yes, sir. Hilton probably about to lose her license. I hate that, but DA Love ain't gonna take that line down. Nah, DA Love is she is she a cold piece of work, fam. She a cold piece of work, man. Thug asked to be around Gunna, and yeah, so he definitely gonna be around Sergio. They gotta see if they can make magic again. Y'all don't understand what it's like being in jail for something that has nothing to do with you, away from your family and career and providing from, cause niggas around you doing dumb stuff, and that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Cause a lot of this stuff, Thug wasn't even in the city for. Like all of that stuff with Moontunk and that female and bruh, they just put it all together in one pot of goulash and say Thugger was responsible for all of it. If you watch the press conference out the court, Brian Steele said they was trying to make part of the Thug plea deal to it. Yes, we just watched it at Superfly. Yeah. Nah, I don't think. I think it was a little bit of both. I think he might have been a little tight, but at the same time, hey, he out there, he making money. One thing about it, Big Jeff never said that Gunna was this or Gunna was that. He always rocked with Gunna. You know what I'm saying? But then again, he shouldn't be mad at Gunna given that he made that same play. Yeah, he made the same plea. Yeah, a couple of years later, but yeah, damn near the same time frame. You know what I'm saying? 2 years ago, Gunna went home for Thanksgiving, and everybody was, you rat, you snitch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that boy, that boy Thugger said, hey, boy, that gotta feel good, man. I'm finna go home for the holidays, man. And regardless to whatever, I can't put a snitch jacket on there, man. He ain't take nobody down. He the one finna have to walk down there 15 years of probation. You know what I'm saying? Don't get a jaywalking ticket. They own you. They own you. Brian still did his job, but Thug was a part of a lot that I think the state is gonna put on still, gonna put still on that list because YSL is a gang and a label. Yeah. Nah, I feel that. Hold on, let me a second. Yeah, while we at it, let's if anybody want to talk about it, pop up. Pop up. We gonna conversate. Just be respectful. No foul language for real. And let's politic, man. Let's politic. Cause this is crazy. You know, we were live last night and we were talking about the fact that plea deals could be coming today. But I really, honestly, didn't feel like Thug was gonna be one of them deals, you know? Yeah. But as the day kept progressing and there was no court, and then about 1:30, 2 o'clock, you start seeing stuff. It's like, Lord have mercy. Here you go. Thug asked the judge, could he? Yeah, absolutely. What's up with it, Steve?
I'm good, man. What it do? What's up, Chad?
Boy, your mic loud. Your mic loud.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me. I'm in the gym. Hold on. Is it better?
We're gonna try it out. Let go.
Hold on. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, let's rock out.
All right, but no, it's can't hate on him. I don't want anybody to be unjustly prosecuted. I'm with Ramona on this one. I just feel like he broke the law. Now, can I say he murdered somebody? Absolutely not. But I mean, I think this was more of an indictment on the state, how they approached. They were. Some things they were just, you know, it's like against the wind. It's almost like spitting in the wind, hoping it doesn't hit your face. That's what they were doing. Instead of just saying, okay, well, we have this, that, this, that, this.
Right.
It was just sloppy. Judge Whitaker tried to help him. a little bit.
A
Couldn't.
lot, a lot. She tried to help him a lot.
Yeah, I think if they didn't have love, or I'm sorry, well Hilton, sometimes I think they would have put them one of them white boys up there. It would have been a little different. That's not to say that black people ain't capable. It's just you saw Hilton. I mean, she was just some of those mistakes were inexcusable from a lawyer. Like when you bring a case of this magnitude, right? You got to
Right.
be on your p's and q's. And the judge was pretty much now. If Judge Whitaker was one of the lawyers, oh, they would have been out of here because she knew exactly what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I think but with all that being said, he's a free man. 15 years is a long time. Like I said, they gonna when I said the booster treatment, they looking for anything, bro. Anything. Yeah, you can't talk about why I said you can't talk about gangs. You got to change the whole label. Now you can't talk about none of that stuff. What's he gonna rap about, bro? Like,
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah. So you can't be around certain people. He can't even be in Metro Atlanta, bro, unless it's a funeral or unless he's touring. Like, man, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't even be in Georgia if I was him. I'd
No,
be like,
I
man, I'm
wouldn't
out.
either. I wouldn't either.
So I think that, but at the same time, we gotta understand a man died, Donovan Thomas. We still don't know who did it. I think Shannon did it. I think Shannon going to prison. He should have taken the plea. And I think that having Donovan's mom was probably not the like. I agree with Judge on that one. Don't have her here because you didn't implicate Doug in that. But at the same time, it's just so many things they tried to negotiate on. The state should have just held their ground and that's it. But that made them look worse. So there's a lot, bro. The state just really messed this up, and I hope that this is not an indictment on the state. They're good. They just in this one they were more unprepared than prepared. It was like 65-35. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not that they're bad lawyers. They were some things they would just throw out there hoping the jury would buy it. And Brian Steele, like I said, Brian Steele did his thing. But Brian Steele knows Doug is guilty. So
But this is
just
my
not of the
thing,
murder.
bro. This is what I'm thinking. This is my thing. It's not that he's not guilty of certain things, but
Yeah,
everything that they was trying to throw on him, bro, he was not guilty of all that stuff.
I agree.
Yeah. And that's
Um,
what and that's where they went. That's where they went wrong. They were
yeah,
thirsty and they fumbled it. They fumbled the ball. Yeah.
absolutely. They fumbled
Mhm.
big time. I know they have to deal with D.A. Willis, so she's not gonna like that. Her image is kind of tarnished. Now she's not gonna lose her
Right.
election, and that ain't gonna happen. But they got to deal with her. I wouldn't want to be any of those lawyers because you lose a RICO case like this. Well, they didn't lose. Phil just got freedom. Other two, I don't know why Yak and Shannon didn't plea out, but they gonna make examples of them. I'll tell you that right now. They
Right.
ain't everybody ain't getting off. They gonna get them too.
Yeah. At least one of
But,
them.
but it was just I don't know, man. I feel bad for Donovan Thomas's family because we don't have the truth yet, but I know his mom is probably gonna tear into Judge Whitaker when she gets a chance, and Judge. I mean, but this also goes to show you too that if you have money, if you have a little bit of clout, prestige, you can kind of not get away with stuff. But that's what it looks like. It's like, okay, well, you can get away with stuff, and that's not right. I'm not saying Thug is guilty or innocent overall. I'm saying I mean, that's how it looks to the public eye. Like, okay, well, you got money. He was, talking about donating $100,000 to the sheriff's department. He's just like, come on, man. Like, no, bro. It just aesthetically, it doesn't look right.
No, it came across as tone deaf, and I'm
It
gonna
is what
say
it is.
it came across as tone deaf, and I'm gonna say this. Um, this is what America is all about, fam. It's having money to fight these trials. That's why when you get into it with the feds, first thing they do is break you. That's a part of the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Uh, and like
You're right.
fact, just like Facts Only said, bro, this was a witch hunt from the word go, and that's why a lot of people sided with Thug, cause this was absolutely a witch hunt, man.
Yeah,
So
it could be considered. And big pressure. I want to see criminals locked up, not people like some of y'all just think about what you say before you say it. I know it might be funny to you, but it's not funny, man. Like I want to see criminals. I don't want to see you locked up, unless you're a criminal. I don't want to see Hitler locked up. So like that's not funny, bro. I mean, you try to be. It's cute. It's a cute comment, I guess.
it, it's just in reference to your stance on guiding. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's
hey,
all
if
it
paper
is.
route, if paper route committing crimes, guess what? I want them locked up too.
Right.
It's called crimes and for criminals. Not everybody. I don't want to see my mama locked up just for no reason. She's a person
Right.
too. So, I mean, come
Right.
on, man. What are we doing?
Yeah, man. Hey, y'all hit that like button if y'all
Yeah.
haven't already. Hit that like button, fam. Gotta got more money than Thug. Things that make you say, ah, we have to check it and see. We have to check it and see, man.
Well, that case is different. They got more evidence. They got more evidence than Thug's case too. Like the state already won that. They won Justin Johnson.
Right,
So
right.
the feds coming for that, dude, and it's going to be a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But I just hope Thug get out the way. You know what I'm saying?
I think so. I think he got no
Mm-hmm.
choice.
Yeah. And when I say get out the way, I'm talking about for real get out the way. And
Yeah,
stay away from them narcotics. You know, they gonna random drug test him. You gotta stay away from the narcotics. And I agree with what Brian Steele said. Half of the stuff they found in that house, man, they found Yola, they found all type of choppers and stuff. You gonna pin it all on Thugger because it's his house, but it was some of everybody in that house, fam.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like it's but he got to separate from a lot of folks, and a lot of people ain't gonna be eating. But hey, that's at least crime went down in Atlanta. Now, I didn't think that number was right, but crime has gone down since YFN and YSL have been off the street. So they're gonna clean it up. It's a lot, man. Like we really got to stop glorifying this type of stuff. Like one thing I
Absolutely.
disagree with with lawyer still saying is that where they come from impoverished situations and such. I did too, but I ain't out here being no criminal. Like that's
Yeah, me
come
too.
on, man.
Me
It's not an
too.
excuse.
But he just doing the job at the end of the day. You know what I'm
You right.
saying?
You
Mm-hmm.
you right. You think that's gonna go? You think that they're gonna hold it against her? Because some people like. I think D.A. Willis is a real. I think she got that book. Like, okay, still, you want to say this? All right. You think she petty like that?
She could be. Yeah, she very well could be.
Yeah.
Mo-
Yeah.
money talks, baby. That's what makes the world go round. So you know what that means. Yeah.
You're right.
So Gotti and Angela got engaged. Salute to them, man. Salute to them,
That's a
man.
rumor. I saw the ring. That's a rumor. We really don't know. I saw the ring, but it could have been. It could have been the other finger. You know how them cameras are. We really don't know.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised though.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, she locked in. Gotti not a superstar like Thug. Thug has a little bit more going for himself. He signed to the Coens. He's still about to go through the roof. Watch this. I want to see. I want to see, bruh. Hey, the link pinned to the top of the chat. If anybody want to come up, man. Yeah, I'm a quiet boy, Steven. Yeah, that man, wow. But for real,
Yeah.
they. I mean, you could say what you want to say about Thugger. He guilty of this and he guilty of that, and you know what I'm saying. He rooting. You know what I'm saying. We rooting for a killer. Bottom line is, man, they did that man super dirty. What up with the chat time?
What's going on,
I
bro?
can't I can't call it, man. What's happening with you?
Not a thing. Just sitting here, icing this teeth, trying to recuperate. I had
Yeah,
a
man.
left knee replacement about three
That's
weeks ago.
that's right. Yeah, man. Get better,
Yeah.
bro.
But you know who it is, who I am, don't you? You know, I
Yeah,
got two the kings. I be on here as the king sometimes.
it, I do. I do. What you
Okay,
think
I
about?
just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, what you think about this, man?
Man, it's crazy. I didn't follow the whole trial, but just picking back off what old old guy was just saying. You know,
Hmm.
it seems to me. I'm first off, I'm like the both of you. I don't know if he'd committed them crimes or all of them anyway. You know, I wasn't there or whatever else. But just like he said, if he committed the crime, then he deserves to be locked up. And just like you said about paper route, if Gotti had anything, or the Cookie Monsters, etc. I want justice for anybody whose life has been taken. But it seems to me, like y'all said, and like I stated, I didn't follow the trial. I watched a little bit of it. The state dropping the ball seems to me like they gave him 15 years for probation because they dropped the ball. And one thing about Georgia is about money. You got money, you can get out or get the less amount of time, if that's making sense.
Yo, what's up, family?
What up?
What's going?
Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? He cut out or what? Out here?
I hear you.
That's that's what I was
I
wondering
think,
if I got cut off.
Nah,
yeah,
you
you got
good.
cut out, bro. Go ahead. We hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, I was just stating that. No, I agree with you. What you were saying. I wasn't there. I didn't see nothing, so I can't say hitter. I mean, uh, Thugger committed any or all of those crimes. But if he
Pre-
did, he deserves to be locked up.
no,
And
no.
as far as what I was stating, because I didn't watch near half of the trial, that the state dropped the ball. So maybe that's the reason why they gave him 15 years of probation. But he better walk on eggshells. And like you was talking about here, in Georgia, I know this for a fact. They about money. If you got money and you paying these lawyers or whatever else, either you can get off or you gonna get the least amount of time that they can give. As long as you dropping that bag. If you ain't dropping that bag, then they gonna lock you up and throw away the key. And I know this.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I be saying it all the time. And that's the reason why you can't get too passionate about none of these cases because a lot. It's not about what people feel, think. You know what I'm
Right. Because everybody else, we all gonna assume, and just like they say, you know, we just like we all got an asshole.
My
And just
bad,
like
y'all.
no, you good. And just like one of my teachers uh wrote on the chalkboard one day when I was in high school. He wrote assume.
Right.
He was like, when you assume, you make an ass out of me.
Yeah. That's
And that's
real.
and that's very, yeah,
But
that's very true. It still sticks with me right to this very day.
right.
And just like, no different than the dog situation. I wasn't there, so I can't say who was all involved, who wasn't, who had something to do with it, or however you want to put it.
Yeah.
But
Hold on a
I,
second, Chat Town. Pressure. Go ahead and finish your statement, man, because I kind of cut you off, but my mic was muted. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it's just like that, man. It just when it all come down to it, I wouldn't be too invested on either side of it. I just sort of go with the facts of the case. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Because I think that's how a lot of people be getting thrown off is because they be too invested into they thoughts instead of the facts. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And we
Right.
right,
seeing it a lot about all these cases. And I know a lot of people got jobs to do. You know, blogging is a job, and everybody got an opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But
Mm-hmm.
to keep yourself, you know what I'm saying, to make yourself more credible, stick to the facts. That's
You
how
got
you can
to.
be more credible.
Like
exactly.
I seen a dude drop a video today. Said Thug got 45 years. Boy, you ain't even watched the whole trial. Why would you do that?
Yeah, folks is crazy. Some people ain't got nothing better to do here. Then make up stuff, you know.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
wasn't, and it's not
and
the
it's
fact that he was trying
sad.
to make up stuff. He was trying to be first, and in this game, you cannot be first. You don't want
Yeah,
to be
absolutely,
first.
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want to be right.
Exactly.
Florida native, what it do, man?
And that's
Can you?
just like I'm gonna state how I've been feeling for a good while about that Dolph case.
Mm-hmm.
I hope not, because like I said, that man life was taken, away from his fiance or whatever Mia is, his kid, mom, dad, people that he was supporting, brother paying bills, feeding, etc., putting money in their pocket. Anybody that has something to do with it, I would like for justice to be served. But man, I've been at a point for a while now. I don't think there will be any justice, true justice anyway,
All right.
because there's too many key players involved for one thing.
Right.
Man, you smart. I like you, man. You're very smart.
And
Shut up, Cypher.
Florida native, what it do,
Yeah,
man?
yeah. Safe is like me now because I ain't saying nothing bad about God.
Hold up, y'all. Florida native, what's going on with you, man? C- Can you hear me? Unmute your mic. There you go. All right, bro. I'm trying to let you speak your piece. Go on, speak your piece before I knock you out the studio. I don't want to knock you out the studio. I tell you what, bump down and come back up, man. We'll do it like that. Hold on. Can you? What the hell? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, man.
Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Florida native, can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, yeah. Somebody had called me, so my phone was tripping though.
All
But I'm
right.
like, yeah, I had just seen though that boy had came home though. Like
Yeah.
that shit good though.
Beautiful thing. Watch the language, bro. We try to keep it PG. Now the language gonna come from the video show. We finna jump into one right now, and we finna basically show people how this man got entangled in the situation that he got entangled in. Y'all lock in with us. You know,
All right.
you can't be in situations like this, fam, because it don't end well.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chat Town said, too many moving pieces. Let's go.
Slime out this motherfucker. This shit viral slime language on the motherfucking way. Gone out this motherfucker. Duke. They know what the fuck going on. Do what you want to do, man. Take how many pictures you want to take.
Lord of the Rings. Yeah, they call it Lord of the Rings. Like the movie. You gonna do it 15, 16, man. Yeah, Lord of the fucking Rings, man. Top of mind.
You did what?
See, you got a situation like this, and everybody locked in, fam. It's a recipe for disaster, man.
Not really, bro. If you got a loyal ass team, remember what Big Mish was saying? He was saying if you got a
Mm-hmm.
robbing leader, you gonna have a robbing crew. But if you got if you got, it's basically about the leader. If your leader is like a killer, your crew will be full of killers. But if the leader is just like
So
you
so
know,
check this out,
it's
Florida
about your
native.
team, bro. You gotta have a loyal ass team, bro. You feel me?
Florida native. We're gonna let them use the file language. We're gonna keep ours to a minimum, and
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. My bad, bro. I
that
forgot
helped
these.
me out, man. She Johnson, Michelle. What it do? Yeah, but I'm finna show you what I'm talking about.
I know that motherfucker. Yeah, there you go. There you go. What a King Truth, man. King Truth, nigga. Blueface for truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Blueface come a real crip. I went blackface, man. Black excellence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a real left crip. You know what I'm saying? The slimiest crip you ever met. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, the Super Bowl in Atlanta this year. Capping up, yeah. You already got the ring. Throw that shit, slime. Throw that murder shit, slime. Let them fuck know.
Turn left, look for the chuckers.
So this is what we doing, fam. You see what I'm saying? It's stuff like this that meet you in the courtroom. This is the type of stuff that meet you in the courtroom, fam.
No, it wasn't that though. Y'all gotta understand, bro.
Okay,
People
go.
was already talking. You know a person named Woody.
Yeah, I know Woody.
I'm telling y'all, it's deeper than just what y'all right though, but it's deeper than bro. You got real deal people talking to the police for like 14 hours at a time, bro. Like
But this is what I'm
15,
talking.
16 hours a day, niggas talking. So it's
But
like,
but this is what I'm talking about, fam. It's one thing to have somebody corroborate a story. Men lie, people lie. Video don't lie, bro.
No, don't. And sometimes that
that's a
video
good
can
point
meet
you
you
just
right.
said, boy.
Yeah.
And sometimes the video can meet you right in the courtroom.
Come on, fam. That's what I'm saying.
That's good. That's good. Oh, hey, fat ass, you know, so. You know, that here. Hey, fat ass, you know. You know what I'm saying?
That way. Get no picture, man. Get no picture. Auntie. Y'all gotta get back some. Y'all gotta get way back before. You ain't gonna really see. On the go.
So listen.
Yeah, I respect that boy so much though, cause he had all that money. You know, he could have been left them boys in the hood, but his heart was so pure. Like he was like, I came from this environment. I don't want to just turn my back on the community. I'd rather, try to pull these boys up with me, make them successful, make them millionaires.
But
He had a
sometimes,
good heart.
sometimes everybody don't want a alley oop. Sometimes folk just want you to run the flow for them. You feel me?
Yeah. But it was also a lot of people jealous, I feel like, of that boy, like Woody and John. I feel like Woody is probably one of them jealous people, like, oh, let me go take this dude down. Let me go say this. Let me go say that so the whole empire can crumble. That's why you got to make sure you just don't got, like, losers on your team, because a loser, he just want to see you lose. You got to stay away from them boys, because losers want to bring you down, too.
R.I.P. Lil Key, man. But yeah, this is the whole thing, bro. Woody was just out here moving wild and reckless, man. It's like
Mm-hmm.
Thug with the get out of jail free card for the man, you know.
But I'm saying, you think Woody might have been jealous of him?
I don't see that. I don't
Nah.
see him being jealous. You know what
I
I'm
th- I
saying?
think it was I think it was exactly what it was. Once Woody was doing that to get out of jail, I think Thug sort of got picked up on it, like, man, somebody around me talking. And
Right.
he probably thought it was Woody, and it probably was Woody, and he sort of distanced himself from Woody. You know how dude you try to distance yourself from him, and now they want to
Mm-hmm.
say, oh, he acting funny, and then he started doing more and more telling on Thug because he thought Thug was acting funny when Thug really was trying to distance himself from who he thought was ratting, and which turned out to be the person that was ratting.
Right.
So, you know, I
Mm-hmm.
don't think it was really no hate. I think it was just Woody was selfish at that time in his life. I feel
Yeah,
like, you know what I
selfishness.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was selfishness. And when Thug sort of had seen what was going on and started to move away from Woody, Woody took it as Thug think he better than me or Thug ain't messing with me. And so, you know what I'm saying? And other people get in other people's ears too. So that's
Right.
just
But he
how it
also
works.
kept saying, he kept saying, he kept saying Woody ain't give him no love.
So these boys super friendly with the police. But this is what I want to say, man.
Meech
Fa-
was too. Meech had a police working for him.
A
You
lot of
supposed
these,
to hire police. Suge Knight did the same thing. Like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
smart though.
A lot of cats do have police on staff.
Yeah,
It's
that's smart to have police working for you. Like
but the whole
what Big
time,
Meech was
bro.
doing.
Whole time you gotta know, man. Um, you they on Cleveland, they in the trenches, bro. You done at this stage. I think Thug and them had won a Grammy, fam. You can't be in them spots, fam. You just can't.
No.
You
Too
just
much
It
can't.
ain't necessarily the area. Like you remember what Nipsey Hussle was doing. You can go back to your community, but you just can't commit crime in that same community. Like
go
you
back
can.
to where? So, I mean, what are you going back for? You
Why
rich.
wouldn't you want to go back to your community though?
I wouldn't go back if I'm rich. What the
You
hell I'm
won't want to
going
go
back there if
back.
I'm rich?
Right.
No, I'm
That's
Nah,
rich.
but this the whole thing,
but
bro.
ain't nothing like the hood though. You know what I mean? You know how you get that feeling when you go to the hood. Like
But
this is my
when
real
you but
hood. Like
when you rich, the hood should be the last thing on your mind.
because
Yeah.
because you just
Y'all
put
smart.
you putting on a nice fit is stunting to your homeboys. Cause your homeboys ain't got it. They want you to dress down. They want you to take your jewelry off. Yeah, Nipsey was in the hood. He was on Crenshaw and Slauson, and that's what they
He
left
was
him at.
genuine.
And he was genuine, and they left him on Crenshaw and Slauson. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's
What?
another problem I feel like with our community. We want to get money just to move by the white people, but just to find out that they don't want us in their community. So it's like
But
when
they
you
ain't
got
gonna.
money, you can either go live by the racist white folks who don't want you there, or you can go back to your people.
But the
You
thing
know what
is,
I
bro,
mean? Your people, the
facts.
ones who
But the
really
thing.
like love you and want to see you. Not all love, but I say the hood is like half love, half hate.
So tell me this, bro, cause Boosie almost did life in his city. We seen how
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Los Angeles treated Nipsey. We seen how Dallas treated Mo3. We seen how Memphis treated Dolph in his own neighborhood. These folks do not want to see you, bruh. You the little dude that
Yeah.
used to cut hair, fool. You the little dude that used to cut hair, bruh. And I don't need you around here with $70,000 around your neck, $120,000 whip, bulletproof, riding through the hood. You stunting on us, fam.
I would say Dolph probably had like 99% love, but you gotta realize it only take one hater. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it only take one hater to, you know what I mean, to kill you. Like Jesus,
yeah,
it only took one
bro.
dude to cross Jesus and snake him. It only take
I
one person to
I
kill you.
get that. I get that. Bro, when you rich, you don't go back to the hood, bro. For what? You ain't got nothing to prove. You got
You
out.
go back, you just don't stay. You can go back, but just don't move there.
Bro,
Don't don't
if,
live in the hood.
if I'm rich, I never come to go around. For what? I don't need it. I'm rich.
Yeah, I'm sending, I'm
Then you would
sending,
never go back.
I'm sending
No.
kites to the hood, bro. I done seen too much. I
Yeah.
done
Man,
seen
that boy
too
said he'd
much.
never go back.
Listen, we just seen Dolph get his head knocked off trying to donate turkeys to the people in Memphis for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? We just seen Nipsey try to bring all the gangs together in Los Angeles, and somebody in his own set drove 45 minutes to knock his head off.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
This is the problem, fam. I don't know what's going on with your signal, Florida native, but you keep falling out the studio, man. Yeah, right. Cause Nipsey was hating on Boosie, so he tried to take his name. Yeah, I remember that. You supposed to put money back in the hood. Yes, you supposed to feed them folk with a long handle spoon,
Man,
man.
what? Yeah, set something back and keep it moving. You ain't got to show your
Man,
nose.
for real. I'm telling you.
If I'm rich, ain't no way I'm going back to North Memphis. For what?
Yeah, for you to get laid out in North Memphis.
Man.
Travis stop, nigga. Big Boo birthday.
For sure.
And see what Slime doing. Slime just doing way too much. You know, I think this was Cleveland Avenue Day or something, but he got drones flying around. He done probably bought out the corner store for the whole hood, you know. And that's cool, bro. But you know, you gotta find more innovative ways to, you know what I'm saying, feed your people. You just got to. Cause this ain't it. And when this case first started, they went straight to this blog, man. They went straight to this blog to prove that YSL is a gang. This don't even look like no record label. Yeah, shout out to Duke.
I mean, yeah. I think like man, this don't happen all the time. Now I don't want people to think that like Thug just got a lot of God didn't want Thug because there's a lot of stuff that could went bad for him in this case. But just the DA doing what they doing by them not being fair. That's the only reason why Thug free. That's the
Right,
only reason why
right. Yeah,
is
your
the
your
DA
mic.
wasn't playing fair. Other than
Right.
that, Yeah.
Your
He's
mic
been
super
out,
choppy, Pressure.
yeah, he's been out of here, man. Like to the young brother, Memphis native, there, but I don't know if he's still up here. But homie,
Uh,
everybody that was everybody that was rich, that wouldn't leave the hood alone, end up broke. Suge Knight broke 28 years.
yeah.
Lil Dirt probably on his way to being broke
Mm-hmm.
because he wouldn't leave the homies back in the hood alone, homie. You gotta walk away from that when you're rich, my nigga.
Yeah, you could take one or two with you, but after that, you gotta cut the deck, fool. These folks don't want not. A lot of these folks, they don't want to shoot. They just want you to play. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
You know, it's a whole bunch of talkers and not enough walkers, man. And
Fact.
as long as you out there bringing in the bag, they ain't finna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come get you when your enemy pull up. They gonna come wake you up out your sleep when your enemy pull up and say, "Hey, bro, Quando Rondo outside." Yeah, y'all telling me for? go
Right.
ha- go handle that.
Now you done woke up out your sleep and went to Jesus all at the same time because
Yeah.
you rich and they broke and they made a
Mm-hmm.
book decision to mess up the whole bag for everybody.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
Tracy Boy, shout out to you from VA. Yeah. I got a homeboy named Travis from VA, man. Salute to you though. Last name Boy too. That's dope. Yeah. But yeah, this right here is what gets you caught up, man. You can't document everything. You know what I'm saying? And Thug, he told them people today. He had a ninth grade education. And a lot of times these folk gotta learn how to work the internet. I know you know how to go live and you know how to record and you know how to do this, do that. I'm talking about the consequences behind what you put on this internet, fam. It's gonna catch up.
Right.
It's gonna catch up. Don't nobody need to see this. Don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's too much information. It's too much information. You know what I'm saying? It looked like a good time, but it looked like at any given time somebody gonna up that thing and everybody gonna be running. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how it usually happens.
Yeah, because situations like this end up with severe consequences in the end.
Man, shout out to Yo Yo for the super sticker, man. For the super chat. She is the host of the stream. She is the stream sponsor for tonight. Shout out to the Yo Yo, long live Dolph. I appreciate you, fam.
Shout out, yo yo.
Oh,
Yes,
yo.
indeed. So you can hang around little baby being a, you can hang around little baby a felon. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he can. It's a lot of people, but he ain't gonna be able to hang around. You know what I'm saying? If we really keeping it a whole stack. I'm the whole time they telling us that I'm sitting up and I'm thinking like, what the music gonna be like? Cause you see how they got BG. They threatened to take BG right back into the belly of the beast.
Mm-hmm.
Had him fly from Las Vegas to New Orleans and, gave him a trial date and everything. But honestly, I feel like they was telling BG, listen, do not bring up Mooney Porter and don't bring up Telly Hankton
I'm
no
telling
more.
you, I'm telling you, cause them boys down here, you gonna be with them.
Yeah, that's
Because
it.
they know your ties to him because you can put it in the music.
Right.
Time out some nigga get hit, how many times when Mooney around, come on, bro, you
Yeah.
can't put that in the music,
Nah, man. So, I think that's what they was on him for. But I want to see, because the features finna be out there. Cash is gonna be waiting on them features. Um, but whole time, hold on, y'all. He might not be able to do them. Maybe if he do them, you know what I'm saying, and setting the beat off or whatever. You know how they do these days.
Mm-hmm.
They emailing tracks and y'all hop on the track or whatever. Yeah, hold on a second.
He gonna make a lot of money coming home, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to see something, y'all. Hold on, let's see here.
I think Thug gonna turn into a choir boy after this, man.
He need to.
I'm
Well,
telling you.
the girl trying to hit him with so many stipulations. It's gonna be a lot he can't put in the music doing
He-
these videos.
Sure yeah. Sure yeah. It's gonna be a lot. He can't do. I mean, really, his best bet is to straighten up and fly right, and just try to work his angle without so much rapping, cause that music could get him jammed up. So he needs to be more of a executive role in a lot of things now. You know what I'm saying? Cause that
Yep.
anything he write or sound like it's some gangster references, they could get him jammed. So I
Yeah.
think he better be careful about how he move. That's why I say he need to go quiet boy for a minute.
Right.
And they think he gonna be
Nah, you need to go quiet boy and stay quiet boy. How about that?
yeah, with them numbers they talking about, yeah, that'll make it good.
Mm-hmm. Y'all waiting on the first day out. He finna pop out first day out with Marvin Sapp. Never would have
Man,
made
what?
it.
Never would have made
For real. Hey, check this out, man. This is a tight little moment right
He
here,
accepts
y'all.
responsibility. You have heard everything that Mr. Steele has had to say. I can only ask that you follow what we have put before you. You also have, I believe, the paperwork that was given to you by the state, which kind of gives you some idea of what they were looking for as well in terms of conditions on Mr. Williams if we were to ever reach some sort of agreement. And we ask that if you feel that there is anything within the state's proposal that might be appropriate in terms of the sentence for Mr. Williams, that the court please feel free to do that. There's nothing that he puts himself before the court. And I think 2.5 years sitting, going through this process, challenging the process, but now standing before you and asking that you consider everything and sentence him appropriately in the way that we've requested. I'd simply ask you, I'd join Mr. Steele and Mr. Williams in asking you to do the same. And I thank you as well, as Mr. Steele did, for your patience with us and for bringing some order to the proceedings that candidly was needed. So that's all I have to say. I thank you again, and I ask you to consider everything that's been put before you.
All right, Mr. Williams, is there anything that you want to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Before we get into Thug, listen, these folks, boy, they really, man, they had it laid out. They wanted Thug to do what was it, 20 on 25, and run that last 5 on probation. Man, they finna bring up Nut Mama, let her come up and cuss Thug out. A whole bunch of crazy stuff, man. That judge said, "No, we not finna do that." But yeah, let's get into Lil Jeff.
I take full responsibility for, my crimes or my charges. I want to say sorry to my family, my mom. My mom got 11 kids. I can't say all their names, my managers, my kids that's not here. Really everybody that got something to do with this situation, I want to say sorry for just having so much time invested into this, and I am a smart guy, I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart, I find myself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool, and I understand that you can't be that way when you reach a certain height because it could end bad, and it don't really have to have nothing to do with you, but it could end bad and it could, fall on you. And I know the choice is yours, it's up to you, and I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a bar in the future or something. Just out of this type of situation, I promise you I won't ever be in this type of situation again.
OMG.
That man said, listen, I might bump into you. I might bump down on you at a bar and shoot my shot, Miss Whitaker. You know what I'm saying? I might pull up on Christian Mingle and pull up your profile or something, but I never want to be in this courtroom again.
I'm trying to tell you. Man,
Salute the thug. Yeah, man. He knew he was coming home. You could tell the way he was talking.
I'm going away. I've learned from my mistakes. You know, I come from nothing and I've made something and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry. Through these last 2.5 years of my life, you are really, truly, honestly, the best thing that has happened to me because you made everything fair for me and everybody involved on both
Oh, Lord. Hit them heartstrings, thugger.
sides, you know.
You sound like me.
I'm sorry to share, you know, with everybody for just having to put extra time in. I know y'all got paid more money, but I'm sorry for y'all having to put this extra time in to be away from y'all family, you know, and I just hope that you find me.
Hey, man, look at Buddy over in the glasses, man. Let me run it back. Buddy, hey, take me with you, thug. I'll be your security guard, thug. Come on, man. Make it happen.
For just having to put extra time in. I know y'all got paid more money, but I'm sorry for y'all having to put this extra time in to be away from y'all family, you know, and I just hope that you find it in your heart to allow me to go home and be with my family and just do better as a person. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I am. I know the heights I've reached. I know the impact I got on people, period, in the community, you know, all people. I learned that late, like these past 2 or 3 years of my life, I kind of learned that late. And maybe it was because I was, you know, probably on drugs or anything, I don't know. But I have came to my senses and I understand what I mean to this world. But I am a good guy, you know, I don't mind doing stuff like, you know, like free shows, and I always did that. You know, I did free shows and gave it to single parents, millions of dollars. You know, I made $1.8 million on a free show, and I gave it all to single parent charity. And I did like 2 or 3 shows that made like $700,000 a piece, and I gave it to the breast cancer organization. Like, you know, I do things like I put millions of dollars back into my community for real. I really did. I did more than anybody ever did from my side, you know. But I understand, you know, rap lyrics. I understand how it could be twisted. I understand what it could do to the mind of people. I understand all that, and I promise you I'm 100% changing that. You know, it's just, I'm older, I'm grown now, you know, and it's just like, I'm smarter. It's more things to rap about. Like, I've experienced a lot of good things. I experienced more bad things, but I experienced a lot of good things too. And anyway, I can go forever.
Well, I appreciate it. And I appreciate that you do realize how much of an impact you have on people. I mean, it's past your neighborhood. It's worldwide, especially young people. And having come up from where you came up from and living in and around that, you know that gangs are damaging to our community. And it may be that a whole lot of rap music and the rap industry is, I mean, honestly, it sounds like a modern day version of kind of WWE wrestling that used to be on television, where people would just get up and posture and act like they hated each other. And
she ain't lying.
And it may be that that's a lot of what is going on in the music industry with rap. But whether it is fake or not, it has tremendous impact on kids and young people who think, this is cool, this is what I want to do. Look at him, he's a millionaire. I can do that by being, you know, a gangster in the streets. And that's not true. what you're likely to have happen to you if you're a gangster in the streets is you get shot, you get killed, or you get thrown in prison. And those.
You could tell right there. She was finna send him home, man. Which is very surprising to me because I thought she was rocking with the state real heavy. You know what I'm saying? What you think about this, Steve?
He was. I mean, yeah, you could. Yeah, I mean, he was. He was. I mean, he laid it on thick with the, you the best thing to happen to me. All this shit, man. I ain't mad at him. I think, hey, he's home, and like I said, 15, like you said earlier, 15 is. I'm not rooting against him. I think he can do it. Hey, it ain't what I think is what he can actually prove. So it's up to him to prove it. I just think 15 is a lot to watch. I remember being on probation, man, and I ain't have half each other. It was tough because they literally looking for you to do one, like, he can't, no drugs, no, man. More power to him if he do it.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I think he can walk it down, bro. He got the finances to walk it down, though. What you
Does
think
he?
about that?
I mean, he exhausted a lot of his finances in this trial, bro. A lot of them, because they were trying to get. You remember they were trying to get all. My bad. I'm a manager. They were trying to get all this stuff. So I think a lot of the reason why his lawyer was called for mistrial is because his finances were running low. Now Gunna could only do so much, and Mariah, the scientist, his girlfriend, she's on tour, but ain't nobody else making money for YSL. So.
But the thing is that Gunna making real good money, fam.
You would believe. I don't know. You might be right. You would think so. I just I hope that at the end of the day he has learned his lesson. But I think that he laid it on thick with the judge, and she hook, line, and sinker, man. But like I said, she tried to save the state. I blame the state more than anything. But I don't want anybody in prison that doesn't need to be in prison. But there were some crimes that he did, and it's like, yo, it just shows that America's still America.
Absolutely. And
you got a price. Everything got a price in America.
absolutely. And people act like I'm appalled. Man, these folks they buy their way out of these problems every single day.
You right. You right.
Little Dirt, go dig deep down in the bag, Dirt.
Yeah,
Dirt. No, that's no. I don't. Dirt need Jesus, bro.
Dirk and Diddy. Trouble. Yeah, I think Scooby was. He rocked with them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Trouble. But yeah. Oh, let me bring this down right quick.
Well, Thugger kind of sound like Disciple.
No, he don't.
Yeah.
Flame Spitter. Gonna write Thug music, man. Thug don't even write music, bruh. Thug, man, go listen to them lyrics, man. Gonna be rapping for real. Thug is a freestyle artist, man. All right, let's get back to this.
Are, by far the most likely outcomes. And, you've been in here watching the trial, and you've seen the pictures of Mr. Ryan posing with a gun as big as he is at 15 years old and going out and shooting and killing another teenager. And that's what gangs do, and that's unfortunately a lot of what rap music does. And if you are a modern day John Lennon, he might have rapped too in this.
Yeah, she lost me with that John Lennon comment.
Yeah.
They commuted little what
Lil
little dude's
Rod.
name?
Lil
Yeah,
Rod.
Lil Rod Daly. They commuted his time down to time served, but he battling they trying to get him life.
Well, I thought he was already doing life.
You right. I stand corrected, yeah. He already doing life. So this was null and void. You know what I'm saying?
This day and age, I don't know, but I know you're talented, and even if you choose to continue to rap, you need to try to use your influence to let kids know that that is not the way to go, and that there are ways out of poverty besides hooking up with the powerful guy at the end of the street selling drugs. And, you know, I know that happens for protection sometimes, but a much better way would be getting an education and setting, you know, hanging around with people who set a good example. And you be one of those people that sets a good example.
She trying to be in touch, but she a tad bit out of touch, man.
I mean, all right, so that's my high horse on that. I could also go on. But I want you to try to be more of the solution and less of the problem. All right? All right, so it is not lost on the court that the state, had they been able to come to agreement on certain special conditions, was willing to entirely dismiss the RICO count, was willing to entirely dismiss one of the gang counts, and was willing to entirely dismiss this, you know, machine gun count. Was willing to give a sentence that permitted Mr. Williams to walk out of the door today.
Casey, holla at me. Let me know what you're talking about. Casey, if you still in here, holla at me. Let me know what you're talking about, fam.
Seem to be particularly worried that Mr. Williams, if on the streets, would be a danger to society. I'm taking that into consideration and crafting my sentence. And in permitting a NOLO plea to the RICO count and one of the two gang counts, I would not be permitting the NOLO to the one if you were not pleading guilty to at least one of them. But you are, and y'all admit a factual basis for the counts that you are pleading guilty to. I find there to be a factual basis for those counts, and for the remaining counts with which you are charged. I am going to impose a sentence, and I've taken a little bit of the suggested special conditions from the defense and a little bit of the special conditions suggested by the prosecution. On count one, the court sentence is 20 years to serve 5 years, commuted to time served, the balance of 15 years to be probated, and a $25,000 fine. On count two, the sentence is 5 years to serve, commuted to time served. That's the minimum sentence that's permitted on that count. It is required to be run consecutively. I'm going to run it consecutive to count one, but I am going to backload. Oh, I'm sorry, that is not commuted. That is 5 years to serve, and it's going to be run consecutively to count one, backloaded, by which I mean after you serve your 15 years of probation, if you have been successful on that probation, and I sincerely hope that you are, then at the end of that 15 years, I will commute the entire rest of any service portion of your sentence to time served. So I'll get to the end of it and give you the total sentence, but I'm also going to impose a $15,000 fine with regard to that count. Count 57, 20 years to serve 5, commuted to time served, the balance of 15 years probated, concurrent with count 1. Count 58, 10 years to serve 5, commuted to time served, balance probated, concurrent with count 1. 59, 5 years to serve, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. 60, 5 years to serve, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. Count 61, 5 years to serve, that is required to be also a consecutive sentence, so that's going to be run consecutively to count 56 and backloaded. Count.
Man, these backloads, That can really get you if, you know what I'm saying, you don't have the essentials to move throughout society. And that's what's going to help him. Bruh. I mean, listen, it ain't nothing to just stay out the way. And I hope he understand that. He older now. You know what I'm saying? He got a new lease on life. He going to sleep in a real bed for the first time in almost 3 years. Yeah. It's going to be a good night for Thugger.
62, 10 years to serve, also required to be served consecutively. That's going to be consecutive to count 61, also backloaded. So essentially, the total sentence is 40 years to serve the first 5 years in prison, but commuted to the time that you have already served, followed by 15 years on probation, followed then by the backloaded 20 years, which can be served in custody and will be served in custody if you are not successful on your probation. If you are successful in completing your 15 years probation, that will be commuted to time served.
Salute, gang. Hit the like button if you hadn't hit the like button. Support the channel if you'd like to. Cash App floating at the bottom of the screen. We got super chats, super stickers. We got merch too. Lock in with your boy Hilda, man. Let's go.
You are to remain on reporting status for the first half of your probation, active reporting for the first 7.5 years of your probation, and that is pursuant to OCGA 17-10-1, subsection 2, A2A. And Mr. Steele and Mr. Adams, in order to keep him on reporting status, there needs to be good cause shown. We all concede that good cause is shown here?
Stipulate.
All right, I appreciate that. Special conditions of your probation.
What good cause? What do they mean?
Can I have a second, Your Honor?
Sure.
Let the judge. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. You had enough time to talk with your attorneys?
Yes.
Okay. All right, special conditions of your probation. After 48 hours from your release, you are to stay away from the metro Atlanta area, and that's defined by the U.S. Census Bureau. It may change, but you can look that up anytime to figure out what that is. For the first 10 years of your probation, subject to the following exceptions, you are permitted to be in the metro Atlanta area to attend any wedding, funeral, or graduation from high school, college, or graduate school of any of your immediate family members.
Don't come back. They telling Thug off rip, hit the road, Jack. Don't come back. And you know what? I wouldn't want to come back. I wouldn't want to come back to see family. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna throw us a shindig out here on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see the Falcons, the Hawks. I don't want to see a soccer game. Nothing. Yeah, I'm out of here.
And immediate family members is defined the same way that you all were contemplating it when you were negotiating. You can get here up to 24 hours prior to any such event, and you need to leave within 48 hours after any such event. In addition, during each year of your probation, I'm going to require that you come to the metro Atlanta area and make a live anti-gang and anti-gun violence presentation 4 times a year, each year of your probation, at a grade school, a middle school, a boys or girls club, anything like that, that type of group. And if you want to, that presentation can include a benefit concert, and these presentations may count towards your required community service hours, which I'm going to impose, that during each year of your probation, you perform 100 hours of community service. You are, and this is required by the fact that there's a gang conviction. You shall not knowingly have contact of any kind or character with any other member or associate of any criminal street gang. Exception to that, if your brother is a member of any street gang, I hope you talk him into getting out of it. Quantavious Greer, and then also Sergio Kitchens, as long as you are contractually obligated to him. That is going to include anybody who is named in this indictment, except as absolutely necessary to conduct the lawful business of your musical career.
Yes, sir. Can't deal with Gunna unless it's business. If they ain't in the studio, it ain't, yeah. He can't be around nobody, fam. It's a whole new life. He got his immediate family, and that's it. And after everything Thugger done been through, to keep it a whole stack with y'all, that'll be enough for me, fam. I don't know about y'all, but that'll be enough for me. Let me turn this leaf over, man. Let me see what the rest of this life gonna be like without all these secret indictments and snakes and snitches and paying for loyalty and support. Yeah, it's time to be a civilian, fam.
And to any extent that the state is not agreeing to the exception for Mr. Kitchens, in the event that that part is not enforced.
Salute to the Godmother for purchasing a membership. I appreciate you, Lady V. Y'all go rock with the Godmother straight from South Memphis. Yeah, that podcast is fire. That's a fire podcast she got. Support her, fam. Lock in.
Enforceable because it is only a portion of a special condition going to provide that that be severable from the rest of this, and I'll put some case cites in the Senate sheet for that. You are in no way to promote any criminal street gang or any criminal street gang activity, including on any social media platform. You are not to utilize any hand signs, terminology, or language that promotes any criminal street gang. You are not to participate in any criminal street gang activity. You are not to knowingly engage in any contact with any of the victims that are listed in this indictment or with any of their family members. And you may not have in your possession or with arm's reach any kind of a firearm because you're going to be a convicted felon. And that is, except I know that you have security and you need security. You can be within arm's reach of a firearm that is in the possession of either licensed law enforcement or licensed security personnel that are in your security detail or anybody that you're performing with. You are to submit to random drug screens and not use any drugs unless they are prescribed for you by a licensed physician. You are to execute a Fourth Amendment waiver that will permit the search of your person, residence, vehicles, and electronics for any firearms, any criminal street gang paraphernalia, or any illicit drugs.
That's the sad thing about taking these deals, man. You bring these folk all in your business, man. But hey, that's the downside of it. You want to be a stomp down street dude, then this is the back end, fam. These folk finna be in his business for the next, what you say, 15? Yeah, for the next 15 years. And if he don't do right, it's gonna be longer. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing to do is to enjoy that civilian life. Oh, it's real good. Get out there and get you some fresh air when you want to. You know what I'm saying? Go downtown, vote for who you gonna vote for. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, let me take this civilian life any day of the week. Yeah, these morons on these beats, they make it sound good, that crash out music. They make it sound good, I ain't gonna lie. But this is the back end of the whole thing, man. Let me get off this soapbox.
And as I mentioned with regard to one of the first of your co-defendants from this trial, at least since I've been involved, to plead guilty, our Uniform Superior Court rules instruct and provide that it is absolutely proper for a judge to grant leniency in sentencing when, quote, the interests of the public in the effective administration of criminal justice are served, unquote. And I think that this plea is in the interest of the public and in the interest of effective administration of justice. Have been trying to ensure that to the extent I can, this trial also abides by that. It's been challenging at certain times. I find your plea to be freely, knowingly, intelligently, to ensure that to the extent I can, this trial also abides by that. It's been challenging at certain times. I find your plea to be freely, knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily entered with an understanding of the consequences, and I accept it as such. I also need to inform you that your attorneys were going to represent you through either the last day of this term of court or 30 days from now, whichever is later, and any of the filings that were mentioned that need to be filed within that time, they would file on your behalf unless they are permitted to withdraw from representing you before that time. I am not going to impose the conditions suggested by your counsel about the benefit concerts and the donations to the sheriff's office, but I certainly strongly encourage you to do those things and to do and continue to do things that benefit your community and especially help young people to stay out of criminal trouble. And unless there is anything from counsel other than that.
I have one matter, Your Honor.
Okay, and does the state as well?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Your Honor, with regards to Mr. Williams being permitted to come to the Metro Atlanta area or Cleveland Avenue area for funeral or the other items,
right?
Can you also consider, God forbid, there's a serious medical condition of a person that
in
is
his immediate family,
yeah.
certainly we can add that. And I also meant to mention, because I know you do travel all over in order to pursue your career, that it's permissible for your probation to be transferred to out of state, and that has to be done through probation, but that is fine with the court. And you may also keep your, nobody's mentioned it, but keep your passport and travel out of state and internationally to the extent that you need to do that for business purposes as well. All right, Mr. Body.
Yes, just very briefly. Okay. Thank you. The district attorney just wanted me to urge the court, due to the fact that the Thomases have been negatively affected incredibly traumatically by what has been discussed by both parties here today, to make a brief statement as she believes that they fall within the exception or within the bounds of Marcy's law, if the court would allow. I understand the court made a ruling earlier as it relates to that. but she wants
All right, thank you. And I appreciate, well, I cannot even begin to understand what they must, anybody must be going through when they lose a family member to violence or criminal violence. Mr. Williams himself has expressed his own sorrow to the family. I, again, am going to stand by my belief that the appropriate time to hear a victim impact statement from them is at the close of the trial that contains the murder count with regard to their family member.
Yes,
All right, thank you. Okay, court is adjourned. Good luck to you. And I'm going to have there better be no violations, but if there are any, you're coming back to see me.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, you're.
Yeah, man. So what y'all think? Y'all think he gonna walk it down?
He got no other choice.
Yeah. Yeah, he ain't got no other choice. Hey, man. Oh, Steven over there in Club Walmart. I see you. I see you.
You know it. The health
Yeah.
inspector. You already know it.
Yes, sir. But yeah, we ain't got to say free thug free now. You know what I'm saying? That walk of freedom hit different. It absolutely do, Mac. You already know what it is. You already know what it is, man. You know, there's gonna be a whole bunch of celebrating, hugging, and crying. You know, but he gonna have to do it right. My boy got that Greek yogurt.
I need y'all to understand. Look at the calories. See, I'm gonna teach y'all something.
Lord have
Calories
mercy.
per serving. It's 5 servings, so it's 500 calories in here. All right. But look at
Uh-huh.
the protein in there. Protein. That's what it is. About added sugar there. Ain't none.
I
Ain't
hear you.
none. That's how you do it. It's
I hear you.
500 calories right here. The whole thing. No taste. That's why you buy this. You put it in it. Granola.
Right.
Put it in it.
Hey,
Organic.
hey, ZK, I hope they don't do them like Brazy either. But see, this the thing, Brazy. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack. And salute to my state. Salute to Brazy for toting my state when it come to this rap game. But Brazy was getting bird fed by Rap A Lot Records.
Yep. Yep.
You know, Brazy did not have the type of assets that Thug got,
Nope.
and you know, he had security, bootleg security sent from Houston, Texas.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Anything that he had money wise, he had to ask for it. You know, it wasn't nothing just automatically depositing into his account. You feel me? Bad situation.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
But Brazy came home with an energy that I knew that probably was gonna land him back behind bars.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. and I get that too. But he definitely ain't had that money. He was throwing a fit when he first came home. I don't think Thug ain't finna have that problem. You know what I'm saying? Even though his wallet got depleted just a tad bit, he's still working with some M's, and he gonna be able to move around. hmm Yeah. Well, it was so many ZK. But they basically gave him time served and 15 years on probation. Yep. And like I was saying, if he had to live in the hood, he'd be done so. But Thugger ain't gotta live in the hood, man. Thugger gonna live in a gated community. He gonna be alright.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As long as he keep, you know what I'm saying, generating income, he can walk that down with ease. That's what I believe. What you think about it, Sight?
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, so I'm happy for him. I know a lot of folks saying, yeah, man, you know, they should have locked him up. Man, listen. Honestly, how much of that stuff y'all really believe Thug was guilty of?
I
You
think
know,
that was his circle that was guilty of it, but because he had the money, he had to take the fall through.
absolutely, absolutely. You know, I'm
And,
not
and
gonna. Go ahead, pressure.
and you know when Brian Steele did the closing, you know, it's a lot of stuff that people be saying that the prosecutors be saying in court, and they be saying when they say phones connected to such and such a certain people, sometimes they don't always investigate it thoroughly. Their phone may be in the, you know what I'm saying, them phones and them cards that be in business name.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're dealing with a good lawyer, you got to be able to prove that that was in his possession and he made that move. See what I'm saying? So some of that stuff be sort of, I know it sound bad, but can they prove it? You know what
And
I'm
that's
saying? And that's just how it is. Like the I think that's the thin line between being a defense attorney and a prosecutor. You
right.
could, you know, as a defense attorney, you could know this person did it, but if the state can't prove the evidence, you can't tell. You know what I'm saying? You got to defend your client.
And
So
pressure.
yeah, yeah,
That's what they were doing the whole time. They were stumbling trying to produce the evidence, and it's so many people on trial that you might have something that could sink this man's ship, but you can't really put it out there because it's tied to Trontavious Stevenson or Yak Gotti or you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Or
It was creating
D-
conflict statements.
exactly. And the whole time, Brian Steele and them just poking holes in it, poking holes in it. If they'd have walked this thing to the door, Thug was still coming home. He just wanted to come home, fam. He and I believe he honestly know he not finna be out there. That life that they talk about, a lot of that stuff was, you know what I'm saying, 10 years ago, almost 15 years ago. That Lucci stuff, now that's the part that was gonna sink his ship. Yeah.
Yep, and that's
So Lucy's still locked up, right? Is he home or what?
Lucci was supposed to be out in June and he's still locked up.
Cause I don't hear nobody never talking about him, so that's why I'm asking. Cause I wasn't a fan of him, no way.
Right.
But
but then Lucci and them all take pleas on their stuff, but they still got to go to trial.
I think they copped out.
That's what I
Hey,
thought too.
yeah, I thought so. I thought so as well. Can y'all hit that like button, man? If y'all in here and ain't hit that like button, hit that like button, man.
Get the light box from my brother Hilda, man.
Come on, man. We've been rocking out for real. Yeah. DA had a job to do and they didn't. You can tell from start to finish the DA couldn't tell their story in a clear fashion. Absolutely, man. And when the judge got to get on you, fam, both judges, both judges had knockdown dragouts with DA Love, man. Both of them.
And that's the embarrassing part. You know, it's like like the judge knew they both knew how they would have prosecuted this case, but it's like, dang, y'all this sloppy? Like, really?
Absolutely. And the whole time the judge is on your side for real, for real. Yeah, they throwing these folk alley oops, telling them what they need to say instead of saying this. You know what I'm saying? It was just crazy when you looked at it. For a while I honestly believed that Whitaker was gonna be worse than Glanville, but she ended up being the saving grace. She really
Man.
did.
And I'm gonna tell you something else. It's so sad that it was all African American black people that was going against this man like that, and they had to bring in a white woman to make it fair. I mean, that's sort of sad.
Right, right.
Well, I mean, let's talk about that because it you know, it ain't that they were going against them. Somebody committed those crimes, bro. They didn't just want to be there. You get what I'm saying? So that's not fair to say. It ain't they weren't going against them. They presented a sloppy case. They weren't against us, but YSL committed some crimes, bro. Let's keep it a bean.
No, we got to. We got to.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that they didn't, Steven. But what I'm saying is the crookedness that they used to try to tear that man down, the dirtiness they played to try to tear that man down. If it is what it is, all you had to do is get the evidence and present the case. Don't try to make up stuff on a black man.
A lot of them folks got their walking papers just to say that YSL is a gang. They wanted to establish that as a fact.
That part.
Folks that then committed legit crimes, they got evidence on it, everything. How you gonna put Woody on the stand?
Exactly. I was just about to say that too. He was. I ain't gonna say he wasn't credible, but to give him immunity, that like, what were y'all thinking?
Mm-hmm.
He man, what boy? They not gonna take this line down. Now they lost the state, quote unquote. Well, they didn't lose yet, but Woody in trouble. They not gonna take this line down. I don't think now it's a pride thing.
Right. You know, and that's the whole thing. This is not an L for the state. It on paper it's a W, but in public opinion it's a L all day long.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they still haven't let Woody go from this case. When they sent him home, they told him to be on standby.
Yep.
You know,
they gonna get him. Like I said, Shannon out of here, bro. Ain't no way around it. He out of here.
Yeah, Shannon finna do life. I hate to say it, but Shannon finna do life.
Yeah. Cause all them cats took pleas. They basically said it wasn't me. Look, without saying it, they were like it was Shannon.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It was individuals committing crimes they didn't have enough on thugs, so they put everything under RICO. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
After the previous administration told them that they didn't have enough.
Yeah.
You know. So and good for them. Because this was a witch hunt and they was clout chasing. But you're gonna see how that clout chasing gonna end up once this election shake out.
Ooh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do believe some people need to be concerned. You know what I'm saying? Because if this election go, if Trump win this election, yes, he definitely gonna open up an investigation on a lot of this stuff, and a lot of the evidence gonna be took from this thug case and used. You see what I'm saying? Of people doing dirty stuff. So that's why I say all them people. You know what I'm saying? When you can even go back to some of them law enforcement people. I believe that they was doing some crooked stuff. I think it was a 15-year witch hunt on Thug and YSL. And when they showed it, the way they presented their case, it let everybody know it was more so of a witch hunt than seeking justice.
What I mean, but what I hit I got my Venice. I saw your comment. That's pretty funny. She said 15. You might well go and take the. But I mean, was it a witch hunt though? Like it might have been on Thug. But like I said, let's keep it a beat. Let's use logic. Take emotion out of it. YSL, a lot of them cats were taking pleas not because they were getting off, it's because they were committing crime. The Alfred plea, and I mean, Hitter can probably explain it too. An Alfred plea is basically saying,
I'm not saying I'm innocent or guilty. I'm just taking it, but I'm saying I'm guilty because the evidence you got on me is probably gonna prove that I'm guilty. So I'm just throwing myself at the mercy of the court. That's basically what that is. And they just giving you some time. Them
Right.
cats didn't have to take the pleas. They chose to take the pleas, though. They like the state made them. Like
But
even with Thug, the state didn't make him. He chose to do that.
right. But this is the thing I'm saying. I'm not saying that it was a witch hunt on YSL. It was a witch hunt on Thug family. That's why they brought so many people in and act like they were finna give them 100 years and told them, look, you tell them Thug, you go home for Christmas. Yeah.
That's abuse of power to even try to
Exactly.
play that game like that, man.
Exactly,
That's the
bro.
reason why I say state don't need to try RICO cases. I don't think states should even be on that. Every state can't do it. It's only a few states in the United States that can try a RICO case, and they need to cut that out because I see it for what it is now.
And on the ones that I know that do Ricos like that is Georgia and Utah. Yeah, Utah. You muted, bit, bro. Oh, you must be talking to somebody else.
My bad. I think the state needed better lawyers overall. I think they threw too many lawyers. It was like too many people with their hands in the cookie jar. No,
Right.
just get about three and go with them. Love was too overambitious. Hilton can't even he can't even say ass. He be like axe. I don't know why
Right.
black people can't say ass, but I mean it's just weird stuff. But D.A. Willis gonna reprimand them. Unfortunately, she gonna have to reprimand.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's facts. Yeah, they were running the city, and this is what happens. I will say this: this is what happens when you get a rapper from the trenches, and you know what I'm saying. You bring him to the type of heights that Thug experienced, but he taking that money straight back to the hood. And them folks don't know what to do with that money, but they buying jewelry, they buying choppers. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? They moving like the mob out here.
Yeah.
Real talk. Why Thug somewhere in Dubai? Why
Yeah.
Thug on tour? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But he had the answer for all of that.
But that's what you got to tell them. Hey man, don't be doing like it. See, this is what trips me out. And I don't want to bring Dolph into this, but I mean, Dolph will rap about how his little partners, people who rock that paper rock chain, asked him to do certain things that were not legal, and he would rap, no, don't do it. You got to be if you a quote unquote boss, you tell your employees what to do, or you tell people what to do, and they don't do it. That's how he was. But everybody, that's why he didn't engage in so much negative stuff like in Memphis because his message was, "Let's get the money." You can't get the money and be going to prison. That ain't the way it works.
Right, right.
Now that lawyer money like that T talk about coming to effect, you don't want to keep doing one to everybody. So you got to be able to tell people, "Hey, if you do this, you're on your own." And Dolph got away from them folks.
Right.
Thug did not. There's a difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it almost cost him everything because he wouldn't tell them folks, "Hey man, get away from me, don't do that." Woody, all them cats, they were still around Thug, still around him, and he didn't say, "Get away from me." That's what
Yeah.
I would have done, man. Get away from me, bro.
And at the same time, you're buying lawyers. You know what I'm saying? These folk, 90% of them
Making bonds.
Yeah, you making bonds. Man, him and Gunner went and bonded out some folk they ain't even know. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing that I think a lot of this finna start changing in the rap game because these guys spending a lot of money on stuff really that it don't even affect, you know what I'm saying? It really not even about them. Like, you having to help your partners out of stupid stuff, stupid mistakes they made. And all of that do is bring heat to you. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of rappers was getting their eyes woke up right now about what's
Mm-hmm.
going on, who they keeping around in their circle.
All right. That's crazy, man.
Hit up in a drop. I gotta charge my phone, but I appreciate y'all letting me up, man. Y'all stay up.
Man, you do your thing, bro. I appreciate you.
All
Appreciate
right,
your
no doubt.
commentary.
All right, y'all
Yeah.
be easy, man.
All right, fam. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, man.
Dirk situation ain't too much different from it. You know that?
Nah, that's facts. Cypress, what it do, man?
What it is, man? I'm back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. This about to just I don't know, man. I wish that Dirk can come home, but I know that's probably out the question, man.
Yeah. All right, well, hey, Dirk got money too, so, hey, man, you be surprised. You'd be surprised, and I'm gonna make a very unpopular take. What might help, what might hurt Dirk. I've always, and this is just me, y'all. Don't hold this against me. But I feel like America as a whole, they not messing with that. They not messing with them kufis and them dashikis and them robes. I'm just gonna say it like that. I'm not gonna say the religion, but they not messing with them kufis and them dashikis and them robes. It's how can I say it? It is I don't want to say offensive, but you know it's intimidating to America.
Right, because it ain't the agenda they want to push.
Right. Right. And that might do them a little disservice, man, because they it's the unknown that scares them. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. And but if we're gonna talk about that in a minute. This is what I was talking about earlier. I'm finna mute your pressure. You got a little static. This is what I was talking about earlier, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
And two Atlanta rappers, Young Thug and Gunna, are giving back to the city in a huge way. The hip-hop stars posted bail for 30 inmates at the Fulton County Jail, helping reunite families during hard times. Now, most of the men and women who had their bonds paid in full were being held on minor offenses, but couldn't afford to post bail. This has gone viral all over social media. So many people giving them praise for giving back to their hometown. We'll be right back.
Well,
I was kind of.
I thought they were finna show a little something on that, cause they actually bonded them folk out of Wright Street and was that agreed them when they came out. But we finna see this Big Jeff. Let's lock in.
I was kind of started behind it because I was in agreement with Brian and Keith. You know, let's keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's make them continue to embarrass themselves. You know, but at the same token, my son is I've never tried to interfere with his decisions. I just try to give him the knowledge of making the best decision that he sees fit for him. And I support it.
And so what was it like?
That he's going home? I feel great that he's going home. I feel great that he's going home, but at the same token, I still wanted to fight. But that's his decision. That's his decision. You know, on the other hand, I raised him to be the man that he is. You know, I've always been in his life from a pup to now. And I'm gonna continue to be in his life. You know, and as an adult, he has to make his own decision.
And
you know?
do you live here in Metro Atlanta?
Yes, I do.
So how does it feel like here that he's not allowed to be in Metro Atlanta?
I'm totally against that because this is where he's from.
Nah, man. I'm sorry, Big Jeff. Man, listen. That man got in a world of trouble in Atlanta, man. And I get what you saying about him. You know, at the end of the day, nobody wanted to take a guilty plea if they can help it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as him coming back to Atlanta, man, listen. Thug need to stay as far away from Georgia as possible.
Right. Go to Alabama. Go to Alabama.
No. Alabama too close. Miami too close. Go to the other side of the country and camp out, bro. Live your life, fam. Yeah.
You know, and to have a district attorney take that away from him that isn't a resident from here. She's from another state. You know, and to see her take a man away from where he's from to have to go live somewhere else, that's offensive to me. I'm really offended by that.
Can you talk
You
about,
understand?
sorry, I thought you were done. I was just saying, can you talk about your bond through music? And part of his conditions is that he can still make music, still do some performances. I know you said you were hoping to get back to that with him?
Yeah, we're going to get back to work. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're YSL loaded. I'm YSL loaded. You know, and in order for us to get back
Salute for that cash app, J-Rail. Much love, brother.
to our normal life, we're going to have to put in some more work. We're going to have to put in a lot of work, but the work that we need to do foremost for the city of Atlanta, Fulton County, we need to get rid of the poison that's in our system, and that's the district attorney office. So vote Courtney Kramer.
Vote Courtney Kramer, man. Yeah.
Politics at its finest.
I'm talking about for real. He rocking the hat and everything. Vote Courtney Kramer. We ain't playing with these folks.
Kramer to the fullest. I feel like she's the best person for the job, and it's not because of what she said about us. It's because she said that, and she was in my company and never knew who I was.
Absolutely true.
What
What are your thoughts on his art being used against him?
Not just the art, freedom of speech. Let's talk about his rights. We freedom of speech, man. You know, how can you take a person's freedom of speech and say, now we're gonna tell you how you need to talk or how you supposed to talk? You know, who would feel comfortable with? Would any of us out here right now feel comfortable with someone telling us, you confirmed from saying this? You can't say that? You know, what do the Constitution play a role in? You know, these young men, all of these young men, and some of us too, all of our rights are being violated right now because we're being dictated to on how we supposed to live, how we supposed to look, what we supposed to say. You know, we have a Constitution. When are we gonna start acknowledging our Constitution? You know, we did away with, supposedly, we did away with communism. I can't tell.
No, he didn't say that.
I can't tell. You know, we took down a statue. We tore up a flag. What about the laws? Let's change the laws too. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna do away with it, let's do away with all of it. Change the law. We're in a new day and time. Let's make the laws for the new day and time.
Salute to Big Jeff, man.
Hey man, Big Jeff still ain't caught up with time. Talking about the Constitution. The Constitution was built for them, not us, pimp.
For real.
Hey man, ain't no such thing as freedom of speech. Say what you truly want to say from the heart and see how long you have your job.
Yeah, man.
Okay then.
You know what I'm saying? Freedom of speech died with the FOIA Act. Freedom of speech died in 2001, man. We got to stop taking our parents through these troubles and be thankful for fathers like these having his son back to the end, even after he walked. Facts, Mac. Big facts. You know what I'm saying? Flame Spitter said, here I see Straight Drop got another trial coming. Do y'all think he'll beat this one? He ain't got it coming yet. They gotta okay that. You know
you might miss the fine print, Flame Spitter. But now he gonna get beat right on top of the head in the second time if you get it like he did the first.
Yeah, man. You folk,
I don't even think he gonna get another trial. If he get another trial, it's gonna be a new trial for some new stuff.
Facts. Real talk. Yeah, man, these folk ain't playing with him. I want another trial. Nah, fool. Go to your cot. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. You're gonna get this sentence, you're gonna go back to your dorm, and that's it. These folk not playing with you, man. Talking about enough evidence when they didn't have enough evidence. Man, this boy had all the evidence. They had y'all over there. What is that? Tulane? They had you in Tulane. They had you, you know what I'm saying, over at the Midtown Concourse.
On camera. You can't say it once you.
Right. They had you at the gas station when the fool gave you the car. Man, got you driving the car back to the concourse. Lord have mercy.
And then got your brother coming up there telling them that it was you and you. Come on, man.
And then your child partner, you know, yeah, that's him with the great job playing. Yeah, that's the brother with the blue button down.
Yeah,
Man,
you ain't getting out of this.
he go to court tomorrow too for this sentencing for the conspiracy.
Right. It's a rap scallion. It's over with, man.
And then he talking about some he ain't take the cheese. Come on, man. That hurt your appeal. That hurt any kind of defense.
Right.
I'm saying, like,
Cause they went viral like 10 minutes of him saying it. It was everywhere.
And it's the whole thing, fam. What type of game is you running? You going in the courtroom, you not gonna say nothing. Your lawyer not gonna say nothing, and you just think God gonna rain down a not guilty from heaven, fool. They got too much on you. Too much. It's over with. Yeah, so hold your breath for that new trial. That is not happening.
It sure ain't.
Nah, that is not happening.
And then what if you get a new trial and they unload the bag of everything they got, then what?
Right. Absolutely.
Come on, man. They really spurred you, man.
Mm-hmm. That's real talk. That's real talk. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Fellas, we finna wrap this one up, man. I enjoyed this live. I enjoyed the content. I enjoyed going back and forth with y'all, man. We're finna wrap it up, man. But hey, Thugger is at the crib, man. And he got 48 hours to get out of Georgia. Yeah. Cause last I heard, the devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. Say he was in a bind because he was way behind. He was willing to make a deal. Hear that? That's crazy. Yeah.
Cold game.
It's a cold game. Get out of Georgia. Hey, get out the gangster matrix. Oh, man.
I'm trying to tell you. Hey, y'all, I'm probably going to pop out tomorrow, but me and Godmother finna pop out by 9.
Oh yeah. Y'all can lock in with the Godmother's podcast straight from South Memphis, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bumped down on y'all tonight too, man.
For sure. Appreciate you. Hey man, y'all come on over to Godmother podcast, man. I had a ball with y'all tonight, and we're gonna do this, and we most definitely gonna pop out tomorrow, either me or Hilda. After this, we'll figure a way to pop out tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna make something happen. We're definitely gonna make something happen. Salute to everybody in the building, everybody that rock with us. Salute to our donators. I think we had Eve, we had J Rail, and we had Yo, Long Live Dolph, who was the chat funder for the night. Salute to y'all. Salute for y'all. Salute for y'all supporting the vision. And as long as y'all show up, I'ma show up. Yeah. So, it's your boy, the Alabama Hitter, man. And my dog, Lil T, salute to you. Yeah.
Sure, man. Y'all be easy, man. I'm up out of here. The love game.
We gone, man. Already. Let's go.
Yeah.